Hey everyone, I hope you had a good one here on NFP. So this video real quick, I just want to point out something that you may not have noticed, maybe some of you have, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention. I think it's very important, and I think once you see it, once you notice it, it will help in your trading because it has changed mine completely. So with that said, where I'm going is if you trade the fractal model, and if you have the fractal model or a fractal model, something similar to it, if you utilize Fatty's higher time frame candles or even Tyler's, and I'll have those two links in my first comment, both are free. This one here is one that I have been working on and tweaked. But the point I want to make, having said all that, is I know we watch price action, I know we're watching the lower time frame and watching how the candles are formed, but to me, you really need to be watching how the higher time frame candles are forming and especially how they are closing. And so the big thing I want you guys to take away with this video is you guys have heard me talk about my A+++ setups, and this happened both here on NQ and on gold this morning. What are they, or what are you talking about? What I'm talking about is when you have a sweep of the previous candle like we see here, you get that small wick that forms, and the main thing I want to point out is when you get this alignment that looks just like that. When I see that, light bulbs, strobe lights, whatever you want to call it, start going off for me, because that tells me we're going to have a pretty good run. That tells me that this current candle is going to expand very nicely. And we're most likely, again in my journaling, in my notes, and over the year that I have seen this, and this happens several times a week, that tells me the next few candles, again depending on the time frame that you're looking at, are going to run as well. So this happened on NQ this morning. This is the 5-minute chart here. And I will show you what I was looking at on gold when I was watching that and took a trade this morning. So I'm going to jump into replay mode here. I'm going to come about right here. I was in the 3-minute at the time. And let me make sure I can blow this up a little bit. The laptop in my way, I can't see. So anyway, so here we are in replay mode here. Going to let this run for a little bit. And so when we get about right here, again, I've already noticed that we've got a sweep. This has caught my eye, so I'm loving that. I'm loving seeing that. And then the other thing that I was watching also is, making sure I got the right cursor here, that this is an indicator that I have tweaked. If I come in here and I say, hey, don't show me the first one, show me two. So it's going to display the hourly candle here next, and then you can see what I'm seeing there also in the way that it's formed. And so already I'm getting excited thinking, okay, we're going to drop, especially on the 30, we're going to continue to come down a little bit. I'm taking note of what's on the road map, so to speak, with the higher time frame fair value gaps here. But when I see these, especially on multiple time frames, that to me, again, just my opinion and my trading, is an A++++ setup that you need to be aware of, you need to watch, you need to let it grab your attention here. So again, on the 30, on the hour, jumping into replay mode and gonna let it run, and then kaboom. Now I didn't grab this whole full run, I got out, actually my take profit was off this guy right here. I was kind of targeting this little fair value gap area right here. But again, I got a nice run on gold. Again, based on what I was seeing, based on the way the candles were closing. And again, like I said, I have seen this for so long. It happens several times a week. And I just wanted to point it out and bring it to your guys' attention that if you do see this, watch it, possibly jump in it, and look for an entry, because this, I can't emphasize it enough. A+ setup right here. My entry was right here. You can see it's got the change in the state of delivery correctly plotted off the 3-minute right here, but I was like, I'm not going to take that. I'm going to wait and see how this forms some more if we start dropping. So my entry was down here off of this change in the state of delivery. And then I got in here and then took it down. But again, my point in the video, guys, is just to make sure that you watch the way the higher time frame candles close. If you're not using a higher time frame candle, whether it's just simply a single candle, a PO3 candle, my recommendation would be to at least get something that aligns with the time frame that you're looking at. Because like I said, when I see this, light bulbs go off for me immediately. Sometimes it'll close down here, or I mean up here when it wicks. Sometimes it closes below, and then you just kind of, maybe you can get in. I'm one of those guys, I get in usually on C2. I've had enough experience where I know what I'm looking at. I know a lot of people will wait to get in on C3, but when it forms like this, again, depending on how much time's left, depending on where we're at in the chart, if we're bouncing off a higher time frame, fair value gap, things like that, I will go ahead and get in and then just write it down when I see this type of setup here. So again, just wanted to emphasize that, bring it to your attention, let you guys know. So enough said of my yapping. And I hope this was insightful to you guys. It's when I first noticed this a long time ago, it really changed the way that I trade in terms of grabbing some of these nice runs like this. So anyway, you guys have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next video.